Good morning, afternoon, evening. Good time zone. Welcome to the stream. Starting off with a degent. Thank you, Dima. Yes, I am late, I realize. My family decided to be hectic before my usual stream time. I have to deal with that first. Anyway, welcome on in. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Today we're going to be continuing Persona 3 Reload. It's been a bit. When was the last time we played this? It's been a hot second. We are currently in Tartarus. I think we left off going into Tartarus, so we have a bit of Tartarus grinding to do today. Probably the only thing we're going to be doing today. In terms of updates for the week, tomorrow is most likely going to be naked because the hard mode scene should be open tomorrow, and we're going to be blasting through the current event, so the snow crane event that's going on. Apparently it's very lore heavy, as is most Macilla's characters. We haven't had a Macilla's banner in a while. Though for the people who play Nikit, the character sucks. The down pull. It's just a bait banner, that's all she is. Then the Nika live stream for the 3.5 anniversary is happening this weekend. We get to see the popularity poll results as well as what's happening during the event coming up. Everyone is expecting Annis. They basically confirmed at this point. My polls are ready. We're going to be having a lot of Tetra once we get around to doing that. In terms of next week, unless something else is happening Friday. Did we ever confirm that? If something else is happening Friday, I might be pushing Nika to next week, Monday or Tuesday, but confirming things with other people. It'd be a thing. Is it this week Friday or next week Friday? I'll figure it out later. Either something's happening Friday with other people, or we're gonna be doing Nika. If Nika's not happening tomorrow, then it's going to be Monday or Tuesday. In terms of the rest of the week, next week, we'll figure it out as we go. Don't really have any set plans in terms of collabs for next week. Now, let's go over to this screen. The game's gonna be paused for a moment as I check something. Let's see here. Dragging me into something? Probably. Is the thing for Friday this week with Neko? Have we confirmed that yet? Every time we plan something with Neko, it's like, is it happening or is it not? Yeah, we never confirmed anything exactly. Though, current plan is Nika, but if something happens, then probably switch over to that otherwise, and move Nika to Monday or Tuesday. Otherwise, it's Nika. Need to go back and check on that. I just realized, is my color palette correct? Yeah, shit. I think I forgot to do so. One moment. I'm gonna disappear for a second. There we go. The art meshes sometimes glitches out on this model, and you have to forcefully reset it with a toggle. I think it's because of how many layers are in this model. The more layers you have, when you use art meshes, sometimes it just doesn't load in correctly on startup. What was I doing in Persona? Have I started any floors? I don't think so. We're gonna be going through every single floor again, as we usually do. And I'm most likely going to be yapping while doing that. I definitely did not go through the floors. This is the first time I'm using Ken, I think. I forgot I had a goddamn butcher knife. Screw ethics, child soldier. Isn't that usually how it goes? Like, how many games with RPG elements doesn't employ a child? Finally home? Welcome home. You get a head pat. You worked hard today. Like, in RPG games, if you have a capable child who is combat versed, what game doesn't take advantage of them? This one's no different. I'm wondering if I calibrate my model correctly, because I always have to calibrate how much my head tilts based on where my game screen is. Who wanted to die? Why did you run into my knife? And so small. I feel like my game volume's low. What did I put at last time? Is it to 5? Might be a little better. Boop. I wonder what random topics we're gonna go into today. Kick the kid makes him do more damage. We're not kicking Ken. He hasn't done anything wrong yet. We might kick him later. Ken is one of the most suspicious Persona characters I have had on my team. Even more so than Akechi, because Akechi, the thing with him, you know he's supposed to be sus from the start. You're never supposed to trust him, but in terms of Ken, the hell is his angle? Yet, exactly. How's your day, Coconut Pup? I feel like my name changes every single time. My day is going well. I ate some onigiri earlier. Onigiri is like, I wake up, I'm too lazy to do anything else, just pop an onigiri into a microwave or something. I'm doing well. I woke up not tired for once. I don't feel well rested, but I'm not tired. How's your day going? How's everyone's day going? You never tried onigiri before? You did go from no family into fighting in the Shadow Tower? Yeah, and he seems to know Akihiko and the other dude somehow. My brain does not remember his name currently because I have never interacted with him in a story, only seen him. Had a chill day, you went to buy new glasses? Ooh. Got cool new frames. Onigiri, it's like, if you know what the dried seaweed tastes like, combine that with rice and whatever filling you want. As well as like a bit of spice if you like it spicy. That's basically what it tastes like. If you like the dried seaweed taste, then you'll probably like it. If you like slightly fishy ones, because there's a lot of tuna mayo in those types. Not yet, they arrive on 30th this month. Ooh. What type of frames you got? There's so many different glasses designs. I've never had to wear glasses myself, but I kinda wanna know what I look like with them. The only time I tried glasses on was just going through a store randomly and putting them on because my friends wanted to see what I looked like, but every person's face has a different frame type that fits with it well. I wonder what mine is. Something simple just picked up random wasn't stable. That fair enough. I mean, if you like them. I know there's some glasses in Japan, I think, specific. It was either Japan or Korea. One of the Asian countries. They have glasses that are tinted pink and red, like at the bottom of the glass, to look like you have blush makeup on. They have like the makeup glasses for people who are too lazy to actually put on makeup, because it's gotta be covered by the glasses anyways. Then there are the ones that have like the chibi anime circles on the bottom, or like the teardrop thing. I find those very cute. They're not practical, but the aesthetic. Rose tinted so they never had to see something bad. I mean, basically, it is rose tinted. Everything looks beautiful when you put the glasses on. You don't see the shit that you have to deal with 24/7. Would you just call those Delulu glasses? Would you wear glasses that would filter your world like that? Also reminds me of an indie game. They only like thick frames, you always pick the thin ones, fair enough. If I'm wearing glasses, I can't wear the ones with like the pads on the nose brace, because they dig in and my nose is sensitive, so I end up getting indents to the point that it's like red, or it looks like it's bloody, but it's not actually bleeding. They hurt a lot, so I need to get the ones that have just the frame itself, but those tend to be the ones that are standard glass shaped. I don't get any fancy ones. If I ever wanted to have glasses just for fun. I think in terms of eyesight, I am slightly... what is it called? Is nearsighted the one you see things close well but not far away, or is it the opposite? I always mix them up. If they weren't so expensive, you would definitely get multiple glasses for aesthetic. Exactly. Instead, mine are held together with solder wire. Oh no. I mean, you have the engineer glasses at least. It's better than the ones held together by tape. Need to change says because you look like McCloven. What's wrong with that? Yeah, it's nearsighted. Nearsighted sounds like you can see things close up well. Unless they named it to be the opposite. Nearsighted is close range? Does that mean you can see close range, or that you're blind as shit close range? I'm confusing myself. Farsighted is long range? Yeah, that's what it sounds like, but I'm confusing myself if they're using it the opposite way. I don't know why. Of my family members, I've always had the best eyesight, but that's also because my family's eyesight kind of sucks collectively. I somehow got the good role in terms of that. But if I'm being realistic, I think from middle school to high school, that started to go downwards, especially because I'm a CS student. Like, it wasn't that noticeable until college, but things do get slightly blurry far away at this point. After staring at screens 24/7 for years on end. And there are ways to undo that, especially for streamers. They do... I forgot what it's called, but if you're staring at a screen for too long, you slowly look further away from the point to maybe even outside if you have a window. And you do that over time, so if it's blurry, it slowly goes into focus. That's one thing streamers can do to undo the blurriness, but I don't do that. I need to do it, but I don't. If I were to get glasses, I'd actually be justified to get them for far away things, because they are a bit blurry. Off to the void, love you down, love you. Have fun in the void. I think I noticed the eyesight thing around in college because my friends would be able to read signs all the way across, like, the crossing we had in our main campus area. And they can read signs from across the field. I cannot. It's like, how the hell do you read those? It's the same thing for going out to get food. Like, they'd be able to read the signs above that lists all the food options from across the dining hall. I would not be able to. I was always squinting. It's like, yeah, I can read it. Definitely. What the fuck does it say? I don't know if they noticed, is the funny thing. You're told to get your eyes checked because someone you knew years ago was planning to be an optometrist. It's always fun when you have friends that go into those type of fields. Maybe I need glasses? Yeah, maybe. It's like close range and mid range, I can see everything perfectly. It's the long range that's the issue for me. It's specifically with signs. It's not blurry to the point I can't tell what it is, but if I have to read something from really far away, I have a few issues. Especially, it's very noticeable if I'm in a car with my friends because they can see the road signs and like billboard advertisements from way far away. And they can read them before I even notice them existing. Never knew you needed them until you made the test. If I did the eyesight test at this point, I would fail the long range ones. Like the tiny letter ones, I would fail those. I don't think I'm blind as shit though. Guessing you say Coco never saw it coming. Yeah. Yeah. And meanwhile, the super close, like microscopic sight shit, I can see those with the naked eye. Anything engineering related and CS related, I can see that perfectly fine. The screens have ruined me. I think I used to have perfect vision when I was a kid. I ruined that myself. TVs, computer screens, phone screens, like, I did this to myself. This is my own fault. Bonk. I don't think the fact that I don't touch grass helps either, because I'm never looking outside most of the time. Everything I see is either mid-range or close. My eyes got used to not being able to, but my eyes got used to not having to see far away. You have to get a lot of checkups after though, since small tip, don't rub your eye. Most people rub their eyes because it stings, but it just makes it more blurry. Is there like an actual reason to not rub your eyes? And actually, I don't know that what that does to your eyeball. The only thing I know, whenever I rub my eyes, it's either because it's stinging too much or because I just woke up, but it feels like my eyeball's out of place, if that makes sense. And things become more blurry. It definitely does not help sight. Now's our chance of fucking up the shape of the eyeball, really? I know the eyeball's not exactly spherical for everyone, but you can actually damage the shape by doing that. They're so squishy though. Maybe it's because they're squishy. And then it's a pain in the ass going between clinics for checkups. Fair enough. Maybe that also played a part in ruining my eyesight a bit. I don't do it often. At the very least. Hey, I don't know what word I was gonna say. My brain just blinked out. At the very least, I've been told my face shape is good for glasses. So I look decent with glasses at the very least. If I ever do end up getting them. I wouldn't wear them most of the time though, because it would only be for far away things anyways. It'd be useful if I ever got a license. Yeah, if I was driving, I'd probably want to see signs. Being able to read those would be helpful. I do need to get a license at some point though. It's not required for the area I live in. There's a lot of public transportation. I also have friends who drive, and I don't go outside often, so driving is not really a priority for me, but it's always convenient to have than not. Also, the ID thing. I don't really have any other form of identification unless I carry around my passport everywhere. Though I am nerfed from the start in terms of driving. I can't see signs that are far away, that's my own fault, but besides that, you get thick rimmed glasses, but you just look like, go, actually, for a living. That's the fun part. You just push it up with your fingers like, actually. I forgot what it's called, but the thing where you, if you stare at the light, you see lines everywhere. That does not mix well with driving. So I have the nearsighted thing, I have that. The fact that putting me behind the steering wheel and the amount of shit I can fiddle with as someone with ADHD makes my brain go wow, and I can't focus on driving. Instigmatism? Yeah, that sounds correct. I know I have that word written down on the notes. It might be that. So yeah, a car is basically a giant fidget toy in my brain. Also, I don't think it's good for a driver to think that committing roadkill, like if you're in GTA 5, is something that seems fun. I don't think that's something a driver should think. Would I actually do it? No. But it's tempting. You got that? Oh no. It's only fun when you're not being annoyed by it. Because sometimes it's fun seeing all the lines, and you just stare at the light and slowly go blind, but it can be very annoying. I'm just thinking, imagine it's raining, you're on the highway, there's a bunch of other cars with the lights on, and it's dark. I cannot see shit. I should not be driving in those conditions. It's already hard enough without the rain. If you add in rain, I am blind. On top of that, I can't read signs far away either way. I'm just trying to give myself reasons to not get a license at this point. Why is the game chonky? VTube Studio, is it you or is it the game? Ah, thank you, Windows. I can't see previews. Is my model lagging? Indeed it is. I thought it felt a little laggy. It's gonna be doing that. No, no, don't do shit. Windows, why? It just full screened on my ass. One moment, I need to fix this. Pain. How big was it? No, it was bigger than that. Is that good? Nope. Still bigger than that. What have I done? I broke something. I think that... slightly bigger. That's too big. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna move this. Oh, great. Now you're offset. I'm making my own scuff here. Good enough. A little bit, yeah, it's a little chunky. That's what Siege said. He only used to have astigmatism, but today, after examining, the eye doctor said, surprise! Now you also have myopia. What's myopia? I don't think it's a good thing based off being more blind, but what is that? Myopia is nearsighted? Why did they call it myopia? They want you to feel a little better by giving it a fancy name? Is that how it works? Is myopia like how extreme nearsighted is that why it has a separate name? Because I would imagine the different severities of nearsighted and farsighted have like names for it to differentiate. The other way, farsighted. Wait, okay, now I'm confusing myself. What does nearsighted and farsighted mean? Faraway objects look blurry. Wait, so we have the same exact thing. Just different severities. Wonderful. What description you might have it? Yeah. It just might be a different severity. Wonderful. That's great. I love being unofficially diagnosed with shit I have. Do I need glasses? No. Unless I'm driving. Do I want glasses? Not really. They're expensive. Would the aesthetic be cute? Maybe. I'd be surprised if myopia on the rise because of PCs and stuff. Yeah, with all the screens and just not going outside and staring at a close distance 24/7, not having to see things far away, I wouldn't be surprised if people's eyes are adjusting to being used to that, because I think that's what happened to me. Because I know for a fact my eyesight was not always this shit. It's just because I don't really stare at faraway things often. I should do that more. I say that, but I'm probably not gonna do that. I know myself. I'm not gonna do that. I should. That's why some glasses now have blue filter for screens. But then your whole entire world is just permanently orange. I do know some glasses that don't have the sight adjustment stuff, so like the plus minus, but they have blue screen filter. I think one of my friends has those glasses. Just screen glasses. But I think it's a bit overkill because I already use blue screen filter on everything I have. Like, my setup currently has blue screen filter. My phone has double blue screen filter. Because blue screen, for some reason, hurts my eyes a lot. The blue tint hurts my eyes a lot when it's coming out of a screen. I don't think I need glasses on top of that. That's a bit overkill. I was opting for warmer colors nowadays. The warm colors are comfy. Like, imagine going from a fall color aesthetic to neon. Doesn't help with the bright ass pink. Yeah, we are in this section, aren't we? Just don't look at the screen. We have to get through these floors, I'm sorry. Just lower your brightness to 0 like it's for me. It helps a bit. I regret ever trying to put on a higher brightness. Don't do it. Ooh, devil. Obtain more items from enemies and objects until you leave charters. We're gonna be grinding to 99 for everything anyways. We don't need this. Give me the money. Level up. I need one of the match-up level things for Ken. I'm not grinding him. That's a bit too tedious. I feel like I was thinking something before going into battle. I completely forgot. What else is new? You can only do so much, exactly. Staring at you, Ken. The fact that he has that weapon is just... The fact that he can technically wield the gay bulge is interesting. As a weapon class. What was I thinking? Someone needs to sleeper agent me. I forgot it. I'll remember if someone mentioned something similar. I'll say though, some people when they wear glasses, it does not fit them. Because I have one friend who has tried the screen reading glasses before. They go from looking like a teenager, femboy almost, to a disgruntled office worker. I don't know if it's because of the frame type, but glasses don't fit their face. It nerfs them. Meanwhile, for some other people, it buffs them because they look hot. Can't confirm, but myopia comes from a Greek term. It sounds Greek enough. I don't want to search up what myopia is. We're just gonna stand in... Actually, no, I'm not gonna subject you guys to pink. There we go. Myopia. I spelled it wrong. Ignore that. Myopia or nearsightedness, a common refractive error where close objects appear clear but distant objects become blurry. It occurs when the eyeball grows too long or the cornea is too curved, causing light to focus in front of the retina rather than directly on it. So you're saying your eyeball shape is a bit squished. Yeah, there's a graphic thing. Your eyeball's a little squishy. It's more grape-shaped than spherical. That's fun. What's the other ones called? There's normal vision, myopia, hyperopia, and astigmatism. How's that work? So I have some case of myopia and astigmatism. So the shape of my eyeball is fucked, is what this means. Really depends on the glasses. Probably because you rub your eyes too hard. That's probably why. Because if I ever rub my eyes, it's gently. I don't shove my eyeball into my head. Or I don't squish the front of my eyeball too much. Eye rubbing can cause keratoconus? What is that? Keratoconus. Progressive eye disease. It can cause eye disease, where the cornea thins and bulges into a cone shape. You gotta be rubbing your eye in a very specific way to cause that. Well, causing blurred, distorted vision and high astigmatism. I know for a fact I had astigmatism since I was a baby, so I didn't cause that myself. I caused far things becoming blurry, but I didn't cause that one. Typically starting in teenage years or early adulthood, often caused or worsened by chronic eye rubbing. Wonderful. I don't have that. But my eyeballs are fucked in a interesting way. At least they're not as fucked as my brother. Sorry, Coco bro. He has the blurry eye vision in every single dimension. I think he's like one tier of blurry vision away from being considered legally blind without glasses. So I don't have it that bad. All our eyeballs are just shaped in a funny way. Good to know. Imagine having perfectly spherical eyeballs. Couldn't be me. Hey, something good about glasses. The screen looks so much better. I mean... the only... Okay, not the only. There's a lot of things annoying about wearing glasses that I've seen with other people. A funny thing that's annoying is the fact that being near anything that's steamy or wearing a mask will fog up your glasses 24/7. It's kind of funny to watch happen to other people. You're like, you got graphics in high, why does it look so bad? Then when you put on the glasses, god damn! Meanwhile me, my setup is so ass, I have to have it in low graphics 24/7. The moment I switch it off of low graphics, it's like, this is the whole new world! Because sometimes I switch to higher graphics for multiplayer games to see what other people are saying. It's like, I could be living this life, but I'm broke. Used to use dish soap and stop the fogging up during COVID season. You can use dish soap, really? I can't imagine that's comfortable. Definitely not convenient. Just add like a thin layer of dish soap? Is that how it works? It just sounds like a life hack. I don't think most people would think of doing that. The amount, if I wore glasses, the amount I would fiddle with them would be insane though. Can't remember the thing fully, but really thin layer stops fogging up. Makes sense. I fiddle a lot, either by like rocking back and forth, shaking some limb, or just doing stuff like tapping my face or something. Like I do that type of thing a lot, and I'm blaming ADHD for that. If I had glasses on my face, I would fiddle with them so much. That or shaving cream. I don't think shaving cream is wouldn't that affect what you see through the glasses? At least dish soap, it's kinda clear depending on what type you use. How does shaving cream work with that? I'm learning new things today. As a non-glasses user, I'm learning. Just rubbing a thin layer with a cloth or tissue. I'm guessing like there's the residue film, is that what stops it then? Wouldn't things look kind of blurry? I feel like having anything that's not like clear liquidish would make things look blurry at that point. I used to want a specific type of glasses when I was younger, but I think that was because of the whole entire K-pop boom thing with like the giant circular rims. The ones with like very thin frames and like just giant ass circular frames. I know a lot of K-pop idols used to wear those. It was around high schoolish that I was wondering how I'd look in those. At this point, I'm more so leaning towards the thicker frames, but the see-through ones, though, the translucent frames. I don't know if they look better with completely blackout or translucent. Saying all this while I'm probably never gonna get glasses because it's too much of an inconvenience to get them. At that point, I only have them for far away things, and I have to carry them around whenever I go outside. It's like, there's a sign way far away, it pulls them out just for that. That's so inconvenient. Circular frames look good, but it really feels like it's limited to only certain face shapes. Exactly. Like, at least from the media stuff I saw for it, Asian faces work really well with circular frames, but I haven't really seen other face shapes or ethnicities try it. I kind of wonder what they'd look like now. Yeah, I've never seen it on a face other than Asian. I just realized that. Or it could just be funny and get like librarian thin-ass glasses and look old as shit. That's also an option. I've tried those in stores before. Apparently they go well with me. I pull off the librarian look very well. And I don't know how to feel about that. How do we go into a conversation about glasses for 1 hour? Now my brain's going into monocles and other things. The thin metal frame ones are really nice. Those ones usually have the nose brace things though, the pads, right? Because you can't really support on your nose otherwise. For the people who use the nose pad supports, how do you not have indents? For the people who don't have indents, how do you not have indents there? Because the thing with glasses, if you have to wear them 24/7, you have either the nose indents or the ear indents for the supports. You can't get away from having your head indented. If they don't fit, then it's a massive pain, hence why yours together was wired. Is it at least comfortable? If it works and if it's comfortable, doesn't matter. I think not. It might look a little funny, but that reminded me of something. Back in my high school, it wasn't the tech team, it was the IT group. We used to wear power cords, like scarves. Why? Don't ask me. I don't know if they were trying to make a statement or not. Why did that remind me of that? Not the back in my day. Well, they don't do it anymore. After the IT instructor passed away, we don't do that anymore. That was his thing. Is making all of us tech people wear power cords around their necks because we had way too many of them in storage, and why not? It was funny. Because we had this giant ass garage area. Garage, basement. It's more so a basement. A giant basement area about the size of a basketball field if you combine all the areas together. It also had like an upper floor as well. We had so much old tech in there. We had the floppies, we had, I think it was 2 GB RAM sticks. We had old ass screens. We also had one of those stress relief rooms where you can smash the old tech with a hammer because none of it costs anything. We just recycle them anyways. You can break them and send them off to be recycled. Rage rooms? That's what it's called. We had one of the makeshift rage rooms because of how much tech we had. I think one of us made one of those like neon vest jackets and just glued a bunch of ram sticks on. I'm pretty sure one of them did that like the first year I was in there. Why? Because it's funny. You don't question engineering humor. It doesn't make any sense. Everything's an inside joke. Okay, now I'm remembering a shit ton of things from back in my day. Wonderful, I feel old. One of the things we had to do in IT1, so starting off as fresh meat in IT1, is build a computer out of old ass parts. And sometimes the teacher would prank people by putting something into the disk drive. They told us a story that one time they put in a PB&J sandwich into the disk drive. And the person building that PC never found out. They just thought it was broken. They never checked the disk drive. Then it became moldy. It's okay, Granny Puff. Back when they didn't have all these memes and these weird internet shits. Back when we didn't have fancy phones and stuff. No RGB lights to light up your room. Growing up in the 2000s was a thing. Do I miss the 2000s? Sometimes. Do I wish I grew up in this age? Hell no! It really does love to look back to their roots. Bonka. 2000s are funny? Exactly. No brain rots. We had brain rot. It just consisted of vine booms and other things. We had brain rot that wouldn't be considered brain rot in this day and age. Like, the new brain rot makes no sense. I can't tell if everything's lagging because of how pink this area is. When did we start lagging? I'm gonna blame all these fancy lights that keep going up the walls. That's probably why. I need to get out of pink. There was a button Gmod. Gmod! Is Gmod still alive? Do people still play Gmod? Not as much as back then, though. I'd imagine. I feel like it's all the older people who used to play Gmod that still do. Gmod's still going? That's good. You think it's mainly RP though? Oh god, the role players took over Gmod. I'm not surprised. It's actually a pretty decent place to do that type of stuff, especially with like the characters you can do in the specific lobbies, but it's kind of sad it devolved to that. Because there are so many things you could do in Gmod back then. It was mainly my brother that played Gmod. I was the one watching on the side. I remember him having a Yoshi skin and just destroying people in mini golf. For a lot of games nowadays, there's an older version in Gmod. Yeah. Gmod's like the old grandpa for a lot of games at this point. It's also one of the places where doing things in VR could have started up, because Gmod kind of gives the vibe of VR chat, just not VR. Kind of gives that vibe, doesn't it? Among Us, TTT, prop humps, etc., etc. I loved watching people play prop hunt. Also glitching the map out and going out of bounds. The old crew back in the day. I watched a lot of Sark through my brother. He was the OG Serpentine boy. And that was back when he didn't have a kid. He now has a kid. Oh god. He has multiple, I think. Is it whiplash when you watch a content creator long enough from when they can be considered a young adult and now they have a family and everything? I missed the area. Watching the dumbest things known to man being cold in TT was a peak. Perhaps on feeling older, used to watch Dance Dam. There are so many content creators that have families now. Assuming they didn't get pulled into some type of scandal, because there's also a group of those. Like the one that most people think of is PewDiePie, with his family. He seems like a great dad though. He's very family oriented. There's a very obvious shift from his content brain to being a dad. There's him. Chilled was another one back in then. The good ones that were in Achievement Hunter, Rooster Teeth, all that. Wish most Minecraft YouTubers grew up to have kids instead of touching them. You think there's a correlation? Because it really seems like there is, doesn't it? The only good Minecraft YouTubers are either niche, so not a lot of people watch them, besides people who are into Minecraft, or they left us too soon. Looking at Tango Blade. That's Roblox. Yeah. Didn't Roblox have the whole entire, like, 18 plus issue thing? Especially with their kid demographic? Whatever happened to that? Watching Roblox evolve was crazy. I never really looked at Roblox ever since it first started to now, so I don't know how it evolved per se. The only time I saw anything related to Roblox, like, in-game, was because of Jemmy, because Jemmy sometimes goes into Roblox lobbies and stuff, so I've seen a bit through that, but I don't know how it's changed. They all have kids in the way you guess, just one in legal ways and the other, well... We don't want kids in the other way is the thing. Way more advanced compared to before? I would imagine with what I saw. The amount of lobbies and... Are they called lobbies? Game modes, I guess? And custom things in there? It seemed really advanced for a Lego-y block game that I first thought it was. I never trust the Roblox or any kids games YouTuber that really close to their community. Like Discord server or something. Okay, Discord servers are a different issue entirely. The Discord mods and... I know it's all Discord bots and kittens, but do they have another name? That group of people, that category of people. You have literally no reason to talk to a 13-year-old, even if you're not trying anything. It's just weird and wrong. Chuds? Is that what they're called now? This sounds like a butchered Chad. Well, on one hand, sometimes people don't know the age of the person they're talking to. Because, honestly, who knows who's on the internet these days? But if you're knowingly talking to someone underage, that's on them. Like the person talking to the underage person, that's completely on them. That's a choice. A very uncomfortable and odd choice when you're looking at it from another perspective. Because the only thing you can be doing at that point is trying to take advantage of the power difference. Because let's be honest, trying to be friends with someone in a completely separate generation, like almost 10-year gap, I don't think it's gonna work well. Especially if you're online. If you're in person, then maybe it might work because either a connection through family or something else, but complete strangers online, having that much of a gap is kind of weird. At the very least, no DMs. Yeah. Like, you can play games together, like, be chill with each other, but private DMs and that type of stuff, it's kind of weird. You can chill together in the server, that's what the server's for. Even if they're not supposed to be on the Discord platform, technically. What is the age that you're supposedly allowed on Discord? Because I know for younger people you need parents' permission, right? Are you talking about eating servers? I don't know. We're just talking about it in general, but yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? I find it so weird some people use Discord as a dating platform. Because it started off as a platform for gamers and friend groups that play games together. At this point, it kind of just feels like a weird mix between any community server. It's not just games, just anything in general. Then the people who are trying to get a date somehow. The love of your life is waiting for you in MapleStory. There are people who end up finding the love of their lives in those type of settings. Like, that is always a choice, not choice, option. That's always an option. Like, you somehow find that one person in a place least expected. But the people who are actively looking in those places, I feel like there are better places to be looking. It's just grown since Skype went down. Yeah, Discord is now the main place people go for these type of things. They have control over video call, voice call market. And you can tell because the recent updates and changes aren't really community oriented, and they know that. And they're doing that because they realize their user base isn't going to go anywhere. Discord is just the best way to have a community nowadays since forums are dead pretty much. Yeah. It's either Discord or you're a Redditor. Very least looking in Discord makes sense since aligned interests. True. The issue with just looking online in general, I guess, is you don't know what that person's actually like in person. The only thing you see is what they're presenting on that platform. And that's true for anything. You don't know their age, you don't know what they're like, you don't know what their life is like until they actually share those type of things. And some people like taking advantage of the fact that of the anonymity. Is that how you say it? Anonymity of being online. Like streaming is just another example. Chat technically doesn't know what I'm like in real life. Exactly, Koga could be a grown-ass man behind the screen, or even worse. I am not a plant. Farm-free Discord night show. And it's the same thing reverse. I don't know what each individual chatter is like behind the chat messages. I see what you guys send in chat, but I don't know much outside of that, unless I interact with people outside of stream. But then you go into that weird gray line of streamer interacting with chatters issue. That's more so for the bigger streamers, though. In terms of VTubers, there is a group of VTubers who... Oh god, it's becoming more chunky. How much more pink do we have to go through? Thinking about it, are powerful plant VTubers industry plants? I've been seeing that term recently, industry blank. Who started that? What does that mean technically? Because the last time I saw it, it was on Twitter, and the context made no sense as to why they were using the industry blank thing. What does that actually mean? What was I saying before that? Yeah. In terms of VTubers, there's different groups of VTubers. They're the ones who want full immersion, nothing about real life, it's just their character. And they don't want anything in their real life to be connected to their VTuber life. Then there are the people who have some crossover. Then there are the people who actually do face cam, hand cam stuff, so they're like quasi VTuber, quasi flesh tuber, as we call it. In terms of me, I don't really have a social media presence, like even before becoming a VTuber. I never really used social media, I just used it to observe others. I didn't use it myself, so there isn't much to really dig up there. But I'm one of the VTubers who wouldn't really care if people knew what I look like. Would I do face cam content? Probably not. But do I care to scrub everything off the internet in terms of my face? Not really. If people know, then they know. Think about someone who got in through nepotism, etc., acting like they were self-made. Okay, the nepotism babies are... there are people like that. And they're usually the ones with big egos. To be fair, when you're used to having everything handed to you and everything going your way, you start feeling like the world revolves around you. That's when you hit them with a dose of trauma. That usually fixes it. Give them a taste of reality, as they say it. Water. I'm trying to get out of pink as fast as possible. Everything lagging. Coco likes watching people. I like watching people in a non-sexual manner. And to be completely fair, for the people who watch porn, technically, doesn't that mean you like watching people? Because you're watching someone that's not your partner and you're getting off to it. Doesn't that technically mean you like watching people? Note, I'm not someone who watches porn, so I think that excludes me. I think. I'm not completely unversed in porn. I watched a considerable amount when I was younger because it was intriguing, but I never understood the people who watched it to get off. I think my brain just works differently. I don't get excited from watching that type of content. It's more so the audio thing. I think I mentioned this before. It's audio-oriented things. More so than visual. Things that get the imagination going. Just watching something that's recorded does not get the imagination going because there's nothing to really imagine off of what's already happening. No clue? I feel like, to an extent, it's called being a voyeur, right? You have some percentage of voyeurism if you like watching the porn. If you like watching it and you get up to it. Let's normalize elbows. Okay, elbows makes more sense than armpits, so fair enough. I will never understand armpits. Like, they can like what they like, they can enjoy what they enjoy, but I will never understand it. Elbows I can understand, kinda. At least it's not like... It's not that much understandable compared to armpits, but slightly more? I don't know. What the hell? Who's revving the motorcycle outside? Jesus Christ. Someone just ripped like a wheelie outside. Room indeed. That reminds me of a story that Coco Mom told me once upon a time. I feel like I need to do like a content warning before I say it though. It's a content warning. If you don't like gory things. She told me once when she was about an elementary school kid in Korea that one time when she was going to, I think, some type of public transport, she said it was a bus type thing, that a motorcycle person went straight for it, didn't see the fact that I was stopping. You know those bars that come down, right? They crashed straight into it and went flying. I don't know the logistics of this. This is just what she told me, but they went flying. And if you go flying a certain way on a motorcycle, there's a chance you could get sliced in half. Apparently. because of the wheels. You can imagine where this is going. Apparently everyone that was on that bus got traumatized that day. I don't know why I got reminded of that. Motorcycles just aren't the safest ride. They look cool, but... I wonder if they all get adrenaline boosts whenever they're riding it. Connecting audio would be a form of voyeur since it's still that distance kind of thing. I guess so. It's like indirect voyeurism, almost. Is it... Okay, question. If you have like an apartment complex and your next door neighbor is doing the banging and you hear it and you start to get excited by that and get off to it, does that consider you to be doing voyeurism, or do you have to physically see them to be a voyeur? That's the question. What is the line of being a voyeur? Why are we questioning this? Don't ask me. This is where we got. This is where the conversation's at. Oh yeah, apparently Coco Mom saw someone getting sliced in half by a motorcycle. Moving on. Asking questions so Coco knows the line. Hey, it's good to know where the lines are. It doesn't mean I'm gonna be using the lines or testing them. It's just good to know. I can't be the only one who's curious about this. Surely. Something similar happened to your father, like watching someone being run over by a bus. Which one's worse? Watching someone getting run over or sliced in half by a motorcycle? Because on one side you get the crunchy noises, on the other side you get blood splattering everywhere and agonized screaming. I guess you still get agonized screaming on the other one. Nope. Oh. I needed one of those. I run over assuming sliced in half died instantly? Well, it depends on how much you get sliced in half. Like, if you avoid the very important organs, you can technically still be alive after getting sliced in half. Yes, it is a clock. For trauma, definitely the motorcycle. You had a bus of kids watching. It's like... I don't think it could get much worse than that. Not only that, but I think some of the parents were there too. The great clock. Because it's like you get sliced in half, but how down the middle is it? You can still be conscious if it's not directly down the middle. Okay, you need those levels. Yes. Who else? I don't like using Mitsuru, if I'm being honest. She's a great character, but combat-wise, she does not fit my playstyle. There we go. I need to use her to level her up with that, right? We'll do some switching. Yes, I know. You need to be in the party. Both ways sound awful. Well, there's the other option of being sliced in half by a train. If your lower body gets sliced off, you're gonna be conscious for at least the next tens of minutes. Because you don't exactly need your intestines to be alive. At least, you don't instantly need your intestines to stay alive. Double it and give it to the next person. I wish. Not Persona. Let's... Doggo, you are caught up to these 3, so... we'll do that. Let's register our things, save, and continue. Mr. having a really strong ult, but being gated by borderline the worst condition is something. Her 3rd G is good. She can freeze people and just nuke them. But at the same time, half of her kit is revolved around status conditions, which in this game sucks ass. Completely useless against any bosses. What am I supposed to do with that? I would use her more if statuses were more useful in boss conditions. I really don't like how they made status conditions useless in a lot of cases, because I like making the meme status builds. Okay, everyone besides Asperas? Like, let's do this method. I just realized I can do that. I need to look at what buttons are available on the screen more often. Because I think chat knows I used to register these one by one. I need to look at the screen more. God damn it. Pain. On the other hand, she has the death down, which can hit true. Don't like when RPG games don't let you inflict statuses on bosses. Hades likes to inflict stuff on bosses, which is super fun. You can do a lot of fun things with statuses, is the thing. That's what I like to do in Persona 5, is make status builds because they were actually useful in a lot of cases. They sucked out all of that in this one. Therefore you can do so as well. But why not here? At this point, you never play statuses outside of Pokemon. Hey, Pokemon statuses be goated. Unless you're hit by them, then at that point you're screaming. I want to make Loki so badly. I love Loki as a concept. I love him in Royal. This design looks beautiful. I don't know what their face is gonna look like, but just the silhouette design looks beautiful. I don't know how to feel about the fact that it has so many different elemental stuff, but level 69, nice. The game's just teasing me with Loki. Top and Dominion, I can keep those for a while, right? In OG Final Fantasy VII, the blind status straight up didn't work for the player in the PS1 release. Really? Was that a bug? Confusion plus paralysis GG's. Plus accuracy down. At least he'll let you dine first. God damn it, Or. We can make Nagaraja, which requires Dominion, of course it does. At least I have Loki's recipe in the VOD. I can check it whenever now. I do need to make Nagaraja. What are we using? Oh. Well, Nagaraj is not really a support, is he? That doesn't work. Nagaraj only level 43 I need? What are we missing? He is the only one. What else do we have coming up? I know your face, I don't remember your name. Same thing for you. We've seen her before in the summoning screen. Not summoning, fusion screen. My logic is right there. Okinunushi. Okinunushi. Okay. Well, I can make Nagaraj and probably summon back the Mitama. I can't get rid of this thing. I want to. Being weak to strike is not that useful. Do I need you? That's a good question. Do I need you? Physical, medic, support. Next support. Support? Question mark? What was I doing with my personas? I know I put a roll to everyone last time. It's been a bit. You definitely want to get rid of the Mitama, right? Release the inner part of the soul. I want to yeet Mitama. Okay, we're keeping you. We're keeping you for now. We want to pass your things down. I think you're fodder? No, I was trying to combine you with someone. Dekaja... What was I doing with you? You have these three. Matarunda, Marakunda. You're here because of the Samara karm, aren't you? Narf, you did that same joke last time, I think. I'm not reading that again. Nuh-uh. Masakunda... Masakunda, Marakunda... Masakunda... Dekunda... Dekaja... I want to keep Samael. I like Samael. They look cool. I hate how I gave Samael a drain build, but we gotta do what we gotta do. You are fodder. You're definitely fodder. I think we only have you because of the social link. Your fodder. Okay, we have a lot to work with at least. What can we use us for? We don't really need them. We might replace them if we pick up a random persona. We're good for now. Also, Naraf, you don't have to make that joke to make me say jacking off. I'm pretty sure I already said it earlier. By the way, yes, Seb? Oh yeah, you need a summary! What was the last thing you saw? What was the last thing you remember? That's a better question. Yes, or that is the very simplified version of how she died, but What's the last thing you remember? We can do a recap as we're going through the floors. Shooting. The conference room? That shooting? There were multiple shootings. Which one? The one in the conference room where she was screaming behind the podium, was that one? To people with no context, that probably doesn't sound that good. Boopity. Shooting where she knelt down and screamed. Okay. There's a lot of things that happened from then. The main thing that happened right after that was she became a bit depressed for obvious reasons. And that's when she met Anis at the park area. I should not lift my hand while chasing this thing. She met up with Anis, who was practicing the Pretty Star dance, right? Anis basically gave her the courage to keep moving forward as an idol. And to start back up after, like, screwing up a bit. Because she didn't really care anymore because Oswald wasn't there to support her, right? Anis ended up being that support for a bit. That was a fancy-ass kick, Jesus. So she started back up full force into being an idol. In between that and another concert happening, she met up with Oswald again to make up with him because she realized not all stars can last forever. She had that realization and basically put together the fact that Oswald abandoned the Goddess Squad in order to protect them. I went back home, made up with him. Happy-go-lucky, yay. Her death was basically her comeback concert. She was holding a comeback concert at the peak of her career after recovering from all the scandals and stuff. Specifically set it up in a way that she wanted to die. Told Oswald to not come to the concert. She replaced her body with a lightweight one, because as a Nika you can choose what type of body you want. For showbiz, instead of like bullet reinforcement, you can have a body that's closer to a human's. So they were together for a bit. Yeah, they made up. Like, that part was fine. They made up. That was wholesome. But preparing for concert, she switched to a lightweight body, which can be penetrated by bullets. She made sure specifically that her forehead plating was weakened, so it would guarantee if anyone shot her that she would die. The concert was happening, she was taking a break in between songs. A group of 3 people brought in parts to make a sniper, and Anis was at the concert. She saw this and charged at them. Oswald also went to the concert even after Frisia, or Pretty, told him not to because she didn't want her dad to see her die. The only issue is he didn't bring his gun because he felt like he didn't need it for once in his life. He was just trying to relax and enjoy the concert. Another thing to regret on the list. They didn't Anis. So they were both charging at the person who assembled the gun and was firing at Pretty. They both failed to stop them. They fired off the shot. Pretty saw the bullet coming. Like, her combat capability is comparable to Lilywise, so she saw the bullet coming at slow speed. She could have dodged it if she wanted to. They even mentioned that she could probably grab the bullet and fling it back if she wanted to. And the person who was shooting aimed at her neck. She stepped to the side on purpose so it would hit her forehead. She chose to die. And all the while, Anis and Oswald had to watch that happen. Then the thing that happened after that, obviously the whole entire stadium went into panic. The idol just got shot, crumpled to the ground. Oswald's first reaction was to try to apprehend the people. They got away in the panicked crowd. Following that, Oswald went up to the stage to check if she was still alive or not. She was not. Anis got trampled by the people trying to run away and ended up dying. That was the day she became a Nike. Her brain was retrieved by Tetra Line, and they made her into a Nike as almost as an apology for the fact that she died at a Tetra concert. It's like compensation almost. Apparently 5 people died, she was one of them. The thing that happened to Anis, she was tackling one of the people who helped assemble the gun, ended up shooing her off, like flung her off their body, and she went crashing into the ground where people were running away frantically, so she got stepped on 24/7. She was used as a floor mat. After her death, the Nike Rights Committee had a new reason to push their agenda, and all the Nike phobes kind of got shunned because they just killed the #1 idol and star in an act of Nike-phobia. After Anis was turned into a Nike, Hansen reached out to her and asked if she wanted to be an idol. More or less following in Pretty's footsteps, so that's what happened in terms of her becoming an idol later on. The very end scene was several years afterwards. We get to see old Oswald. Like, he has the glasses on, he has gray hair, everything. He's old now. And it was showing the scene when they were forming the Forbidden Library and the Bestseller Squad. Why do you guys hate Aegis? And they showed that Birmingham is actually Oswald's adopted grandson. So that's some interesting context. Lore. Jesus Christ. And do you have anger issues at all? That kick felt personal. I don't know. Ice break. Current equipped persona increased by 1. What do I have equipped? Let's take this for now. Replace us for us. I need to check what I have equipped. Ice boost? Give me that. If I can replace her status build with like a full-on ice build, she would be more useful, I'm being completely honest. Charm is fun for the lower enemies. Confused and distress. Yes? Let's replace that. Neuro Slash. Like the upgrade version of that. Even her physical moves cause status effects. Akoga Tetric. Can you learn some Mark Arm? That's actually useful. It's so weird that you're... Why are you a light sub... What is this build? I don't hate it. It's just... I didn't expect him to be a supporter. I'll take it. Paladin coded. Yeah. And attack was also support. Let's fix those builds before I go insane. Well, at least the dude lived a long life. He did live a long life. The funny part about that, it's not really funny, but you know how in the Nika universe, in the Ark specifically, there's Evergreen? The drug that you can take so you stop aging? He specifically stopped taking Evergreen after Pretty died. He wanted to grow old and to die to eventually join her. And he lived just long enough to record everything about the Goddess Squad before he died. Although you don't know if that's a good with the amount of trauma he got. Yeah, he's been through too much. Think through the resume. The recap. It's a very butchered recap. If you want full emotional damage, I recommend actually watching what happened, but that's like the most important things that happened. Off the top of my head, at least. Okay, Makara card and Tetra card. Now you have this. I would really like to have a teammate with some Marikarm, honestly. Someone else that can revive people would be really nice. Besides you. Because that's half. I was struggling with Recarm the last time a lot of people were dying. I need you, Gary, to learn some Marikarm. Recarm can only do so much when you're getting pummeled 24/7. 62. When does pink end? Get me out of this hell, please. I missed the factory. Navigation in the factory sucks, but I miss it. Boop. So yeah, all the side stories in terms of Nika, that one is the best written. It's the most well written. I can't give a rating for it as a side story yet until I know how they're going to be doing the actual event. Because the side story is marked as a prequel. I need the full context to rate it as a prequel. Because how much of that context do we need for the Annis event coming up? I just want to see more of Hansen, if I'm being honest. They never mentioned Hansen until this point. I need to know more about Mustang and what happened to him. In terms of persona, what's his name? Shinji? No? Wait, what's his name? What's the dude's name that's friends with Akihiko? I want to know more about him. I like him. His voice is very nice to listen to. And I like his personality. If there was a female thing for Reload, I would definitely be choosing him. If I'm being completely honest. Because I know for the female route in the original, for the one that had that, he is an option, I believe. Aragaki, yes, thank you. That dude. I don't remember names until I see them 24/7. Even then, I might forget their name. Yes, Beanie Boy. He seems like such a kudere, doesn't he? Like, not exactly kudere. It's like, because he's not exactly quiet, but he doesn't say anything about himself. It's more so being defensive. He's deflective. You think he's just depressed, but then again, everyone is apparently. Everyone with a persona is depressed. It's a requirement to be a persona user. How did Aegis depressed? How did they encode depression into Aegis? Or I guess. I'm so used to hearing Aegis from the community. Aegis. It's like the rest of the team, I can see different ways they can be depressed. I'm staring at Ken because how's the kid depressed? Something happened in his life to be so proper, you would think. Maybe that's why they shoot themselves to activate it? Oh, definitely. That's how I guess into the internet like Ultron. Instant persona. Yeah, we boot her brain to connect to the internet. Instant depression. It's like, oh god, why did you show me all of this? What has happened to the internet? I guess I definitely hit the no. Now. Now. Do not infect Aegis with the new memes. They're not funny. They don't make any sense. We're not giving her brain rot. I really wonder who started that meme. I just want to talk to them. Just a friendly little chat. Who started it? I think that's good here. Molotron spend like 5 seconds on the internet step. Yep, destroy humanity. Okay, we don't need, I guess, turning her back on humanity. We don't need that. Speaking of, god damn it, was I on that floor? I was on that floor. Now I'm on 69. Is this the end of Pink? Why does Pink end on 69? I just realized that. I guess it fits, but at the same time, why? Climax. I suppose. Nobody. And the factory floors are so annoying. Where am I going? I don't know. Excuse me, huh? Could return to entrance. Yeah, let's do that. Switch our team a bit. We don't need Mitsura or Ken currently. Boop and a boop. Who needs XP? 6,000, 1,000, 3,000. You're staying on team. 69,000. He can say no, he cannot. $3,000, 1,000, 6,000. So you carry. I guess this works. Yeah, we have a support. That works. As long as we have a medic besides me, I think it's fine. The last thing I want to do is be the team medic, because at that point everyone's dying. Not because I'm a bad medic. At least I think that's not the reason. I'm just too used to being the support role from Royal that I'd rather be fighting in this one. Eat incense. I need to use those. I need to use incenses. Boop. Do I know how to use them? Nope. Oh, I wonder if I could just use them in inventory and I just haven't been. I'd imagine it's something that you would want to save to use for like an ultimate persona build. Let's go with that. I'm just doing that. I'm not using them on purpose. I definitely know how to use them. Honestly, the support focus in this game is really needed when you don't run Yukari. Yeah. Like, apparently Ken's pretty good at support from what I saw with his build. But everyone else, you got Akihiko, but his support can only do so much. When he honestly should be attacking. Yukari's whole build is revolving around supporting other people. Ken support is more so countering the enemy before it can kill us, is what I see it as. This Cora running with us, it's cute, adorable. You just hoard them until the end. That's what I do. Like, you don't know what your final personas are gonna look like. You don't know which ones are gonna be your favorite until the end. You can't make your ultimate build until the end. Even then, I feel like some personas are locked into New Game Plus because of the requirements. Oops. Yukari just is the only one who has high tier heals. Did elders not learn the higher tier ones later? If so, that's ass. Why did I give them healing skills if that's the case? Cannon would be amazing in single target battles. True. Especially with Tetragon and Makara card. He's more so a counter than a healer. He just has Samara Karma as a break glass. We need a revived person. And Karamara buffs the enemy. Well, Karamara is trying his best. It helps when it helps. I mean, they're all learning healing, just Yukari always seems one step ahead. True. She is a support focused person, it makes sense. The switch has been found! Oh, thank God. Where was it? Also, that took a while to find. For those without context, Jemmy lost where they have put their switch to. Definitely not the stream, but congrats. Wow. Wow, thanks, Or. Wow. You little shits. Like I was explaining it, you didn't have to say that before I finished explaining it, Jesus. And now I'm getting hydrated. Great. Yeah, let's just switch to finally found it. The stress is gone. That's good. You get a head pad, Jemmy. Inkoku are matching knives in Valorant. It was unintentionally too. We got our knives separately, and we didn't tell each other until after the fact that we both had the knife. In my opinion, it's one of the best animated knives. It has 3 different animations. It has like the fan spinning, which is from one of the older melees. The one that is circular and spins around. The spin animation is from that. If you do a normal attack, then it becomes a backhanded dagger if you do a strong attack. Then if you do inspect, it becomes a fan. I like how many different animation it has with it. The dog is also depressed? Yes, the dog watched his owner die in a car accident when it was crossing the street. Of course the dog's depressed. Or at least that's how they framed it. I'm pretty sure he died in like a shadow attack or something. Hello. Big boy is afraid of me. You love so much, it was worth the 45. I got it for 35 because I somehow still had credits from way back when. I don't know what I bought back then, but I had leftover credits. I got it for 35. It'll steal. I'll take it. You think you asked that before? We've been through 40 Persona parts. I don't blame you if you forgot that you asked. You have 2075? You can get like one of the lower tier skins then, right? I mean, if you see anything interesting. I missed the chest. There it is. You also know an Obsidian Imperium Sheriff. Oh, you went with the Obsidian one. Nice. Jamie, you're the one who I expect if the skin has a pink or purple pink variant that you'll be going with that one. Either that or a very sleek white one. It needs a certain aesthetic. Do you also like the ones with like a really good wood finish? Does that float your boat? Reina, who you were with earlier, gave you a Mr. Bloom Phantom. You had a matching set. Mr. Bloom guns are so good. Mr. Bloom as a set is good. Let me guess, now you want the Mr. Bloom Phantom? I don't know why I'm putting an A in the word Mist Bloom. Not Mista. You want the Mist Bloom Vandal, fair enough. You want a 1v1 as Isa with the fan blade? Noise. Boop. Hey, some people say this is an excuse to... God damn it. How am I missing in this closed-ass space? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I suck. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Some people use this as an excuse to buy skins, but I do believe that certain skins, because they make you feel good while you use it, increase your aim, because you feel more confident using that skin. I do believe that's an effect that skins have. You hit them with the inspect and just fanned yourself. Nice. It's kind of sad though, because the Mist Bloom fan, when other people see you, it just looks like a backhanded dagger. They don't see the fan animation because they can't see the upgrades unless they're watching you. On one hand, it just looks like you're feeling yourself. Because no one else knows that you have a fan. Unless they're on your team and they're dead. The Pleading Sutra, what does that do again? I don't really use the sutras. Oh, that's nice to have. Good to know. Which one is that? Matarunda? Like a portable Matarunda? I'll take that. Back from the ads? Oh no, you're in ad land. But it's light outside, so you should sleep. That's like me. It's like, oh, the sun's rising. I should be in bed. You should get some eep. How long have you been awake? When did you wake up, actually? I know your sleep schedule is as screwed as mine sometimes. To fear you're on the bed? Okay, fair enough. Next question. So yes. Understood. Get some eep. Get your resties. Nobody. Did I miss any path? I don't think so. Yeah, I got everything. To be fair, I went to sleep last... I can't even say night. The last time I went to sleep, that's a better way to word it. It was well after the sun was rising. When did I go to sleep? I think it was around 9 a.m. Yeah, it was 9 a.m. Why was I up that late? I don't know. I can't answer that. Even I don't know that. I was doing something. It's kind of all a blur now. It was not an important something. I was playing a Harvest Moon Animal Parade again. I was continuing that playthrough I had in the back because I put it on the shelf for at least a few months. I played all the way to winter, then I kind of just stopped for absolutely no reason. Now I'm back to playing it. It's a nice cozy game. It's like the Stardew parent. I like playing it when I have nothing else on my mind and just want to chill. I would like to play Stardew again, but I would only play it with other people at this point. Unless I want to do a perfection run, but that's pain. Oh yeah, there's people in here. I forgot about that. That's the whole reason I'm in here. Like, why am I in here? Oh yeah. Lost humans. Stardew's getting a huge update at some point. At least I think I read about that from Concerned Ape, that they were working on one. Add people, I will take that. I might go back into the game if... or I guess when that update happens. Because I do need to do a perfection run at some point. And the requirements for perfection, I think is the same, just there's a lot more to do after perfection now. Demonic guys, that's a rare one. You look so cool. Not a lot of people use those. The eye modifiers. They all have lore behind them, funny enough. It's just not mentioned anywhere. It's all in my mind palace in terms of the lore that's not written on the bat section. I need to make a proper document that has all that written somewhere. That's a path. That's path of pain right there. We haven't seen any monad doors until now. Also, the game doesn't feel chunky anymore. Is my model still lagging? I can't see. The game's covering that part of my OBS screen. I think it was because of the pink, if it's not lagging anymore. We're most likely laggy again because we're in here. Looks good? Yeah, it's because of the pink. The lights on the walls is what made us lag. This one should be good, it's just a rim. It's not a whole ass path. Why this music? Borrow, why the 69? I forgot all my buttons for a second. Do I want to? Nah, let's try critting them. Oh yeah, you're the poison spammer. Forgot about that. Wonderful. I'm the only one who has the thing to cure all that pain. Elizabeth is on the DJ again. That she is. And I don't blame Elizabeth for being a little funky because that fits her personality, honestly. Okay, where... It was the one? You? Poison, get rid of that. Hey, yeah. All things considered, this whole team should have decent crit stats besides Yukari. It's because we don't have Junpei. I'll take that. Not like I'm gonna use it, but I'll take that. Throw a few stones at them afterwards, they'll be fine. Don't know if it's because you heard the song too much, but it's starting to sound better to you? Oh god. Your brain is twisting, it is. You're growing numb to it. If you think that song sounds good, it's a bit concerning. Max HP increased by 10. Got me Arcana slots. Sure, take it. Our HP will be 999 eventually. Boop. A heal blade and a 2 onyx. Get me out of here. You should start questioning your musical taste. It might be just a random anomaly of time, probably. What else is on this floor? A chest? We like chests. All types. No chest is a bad chest. We yoink all of them. What's on here? 2 chests. Gun boy. We're not murdering yet. That's for later. By Sudi? Okay. Could be worse. Brain rot music exists. What does that even sound like? Like, I believe that's a concept, but what would that sound like? Do I even want to know? I don't think I want my brain to be infected with it. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Yeah, never mind. I don't want to know. Recently, my music taste has morphed into... I guess it's not J-pop. It's Japanese bands, but it's not J-pop. They're very specific bands. The same thing for Korean music. It's only one band. My music taste is very specific to certain artists. There's no theme. If I like how it sounds, then I like it. That's all it is. No rhyme or reason to it. Damn right. Imagine really bad funk with brain rot memes inside. I don't know why they call it funk. Y'all explained this last time as well. It was also during a Persona stream. But you don't put the memes in the song. Yeah. I don't understand the new generation. I guess generations. I'm getting older now. New generations. I hate how I can say that plural. Sounds painful. It does. Sounds cringe. I prefer my old music, thank you. The ones on YouTube with the not 20, that's too much. The 12 years ago tags, I prefer those. Thank you very much. Actually, if I look at my song list from recently, it's a cat! It's a cat! A lot of them are from 12 years ago. Back when Viva was a thing, exactly. A cat! It's a kitty! Why is there a cat in here? Nope. What band artists do you listen to? Currently, for Japanese artists, I mean, if you're asking about Vocaloid, it's always been Deco. If you're asking about live singers, Ado has always been one. Listen to Radawimp sometimes. World Order, I believe, is what their band is called. There's another one like Radawimps I'm forgetting the name of. Then recent, it's not really a band, but I've been bopping to a lot of Dr. Stone openings and endings. What was their... The one who did Bunny Girl. Their songs are also good. Takayan's another one who's a solo artist. In terms of the Korean side, I don't even listen to BTS really. Sometimes a few others, but that's like one-off ones. English, I'm an Ed Sheeran fan. I will admit, I don't like all his songs, but I like a lot of them. Then everything else is kind of just one-off. A lot of the romantic songs I like. Ada's such a great singer. We're gonna check the cat in a bit. Still hate how Domestic Girlfriend got one of the greatest anime openings. Sometimes the anime doesn't deserve the songs it gets put with. The reverse also applies. Oh, kitty. Hello. What are you doing in here? Looks like it's scowling. Sometimes the cats that look angry are cute though. Hello? What's a kitty? There's a kitty in a place like this. Anyway, we need to protect it. Please come back to the entrance immediately. I feel like I'm gonna get scratched if I pick it up, but it's worth it. Offer me something. Maybe as a thank you gift. It's a bit damp, but I think I can still use it. Thank you. Ed Sheeran's existence is so weird because you swear he's involved in a large chunk of English music. He is. That he is. I like his older songs though, it's a thing. I guess there is one other Korean artist as well, Psy. I remember back when Psy became a thing. I remember back when Gangnam Style was first released. That was so long ago now. But yeah, Psy's music is also really good. Okay, chuck the stones. There you go. Shove them down your throats. Oh no, it's a cat! A depressed cat on a depressed place with depressed teenagers! What's the worst that can happen? He technically made a comeback last year when Pt.40 was popular. True. Like, he did 2 different comebacks because Gangnam Style was his biggest thing. Then after that, he did one more boom in terms of like solo songs. I forgot the name of it though. That was a long time ago. Then the collab he did with Yoongi, August D, Suga. There was that song. Then Pt.40. Especially with the concert and bringing her on stage. That was the first time I listened to Pt.40, by the way, was the fan cam of when he was doing the concert. You thought he just retired after Gangnam Style? No, he was writing songs in the back. Like, he had a lot of different songs. They just never got as popular as Gangnam Style. He really was one of the people who paved the way for all the K-pop artists that grew afterwards. He was the OG. Which is funny because he's not like the typical K-pop image. He's just an obscure, funny guy. He's really energetic and knows how to guide the stage. He's also very dedicated because the thing with Psy, he does his concerts through high fevers. He has done shows multiple times with high fevers before. At the risk of collapsing and fainting, he has carried on with his concert shows. What was the name of the other song? I think it was... one of the words they repeat a lot is like that. I remember the Korean lyrics. I don't remember the English name of the song. Oh, just called That. I think that was the song that boomed before the Pt.40 thing. That commitment, it is. Dude pushes himself a lot. I'm pretty sure the reason, like, the Psy... what did he even call it? The Psy craze, I guess? Like, after Gangnam Style. The reason that died off was because he kind of went into a slump. Because it's like, how do you top Gangnam Style? All the songs he wrote was kind of more on the depressed side, if you listen to them. A lot of the lyrics are more on the depressed side. So he took a break after that as well, to reassess things. That's also when all the other K-pop bands kind of took over the popularity. Maybe if you sing it you can remember the name. I know how the song goes, but it's definitely DMC8. And I'd rather not risk it, because sometimes even humming the tune gets you bonked on YouTube. Is it a bit unreasonable? Yes. Does YouTube care? No. Especially the bigger the artist is, the more you get bonked. Well, you tried. I might do it eventually as like a random karaoke thing. If that ever happens, the VOD's gonna get nuked. That just makes things easier. Like, karaoke live thing, VOD gets nuked afterwards, but everyone can have a blast during. No restrictions. That's more so a thing on the YouTube end to do it like that. Oh! You Angie! Hello! What are you? Don't do that! Because a lot of streamers do karaoke unarchived stuff on YouTube instead of Twitch. Doing that on Twitch is kind of dangerous, I guess. It's not as guaranteed in terms of if you're gonna get bonked or not. You're off to bed. Night, everyone. Night, bottom. Night, Dina. Have a good resty. Twitch, you can, but VOD gets muted a lot. Yeah. At that point, you just get the sound of silence. Which, funny thing, I saw something on Twitter. Do I want to fight this? Not really. I saw something on Twitter that someone was just sitting in silence, like literal silence, for 15 seconds because they were just focusing on something. They got copyright claim for the song Sound of Silence. Why? No idea. Insert Sound of Silence lyric. Like, it's the stupidest things that get flagged sometimes. The chances is... I'm hoping we run away sooner rather than later. Thank you. AI claims everything. It does claim everything. It claims everything that shouldn't be claimed, and it misses things that should be noticed. But that's just how it is. You're also going sleepy, but before, can you give me a yoink? Yoink. You really like me saying that. Yoink. Have a good resty. Have a good EP, Sab. No, we're not splitting up, I guess. We don't do that here. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Sab. Yoink's such a fun word to say. Yoink. Gonna come out of Tarvis with a bloody cleaver. Oh god, is that a path? Is that a room or is that a path? Ugh. I don't remember how many floors we had last time. Room, you think? Yeah, I think it's a room. It says one on door, so it's just... Shit. It should be just... There you go. A room. I have any info on you. That works out perfectly. What about the other ones? No idea. Limerick, Cora. It's definitely just the room. I feel like the paths... Aren't the paths at the end of the teleport floors? It's definitely just a room. I'm just traumatized by the paths, I think. I'll start the end of the available blocks. Yeah. Just the rooms that refresh. Imagine if the paths refreshed every time you went in. The paths are just criminal. The paths are annoying is what they are. Like, are they good for XP? Yes, but they're paths of pain is what they are. Oh, nice. It's getting drained. What the f- Wait, they do that? Hold up. Does that count as me killing it or... Huh? They can suck each other off? Do I get the XP or does it get the XP? Wait. Murder it, I need to see. I didn't know I can do that. 69 damage right after. Koro does that to everything. Unless Koro wants to spin. Do I get the XP? I think I got the XP. We got the 69 with a pillow in between. I haven't seen that happen before. I think I do. Because technically I defeated it. Technically? I guess. I didn't kill it, but I defeated it. I don't even know why I just stole the kill. It did. I didn't expect that. Should probably give... I guess not equipped a stone. There you go. What persona am I on right now? I need to get in the habit of putting clothes on. I have the autos, I'm not using them. Hello. I'll actually make the next vlog just SP drain enemies. That'd be so annoying. They're just all drain builds. That's my thing. They can't steal my thing. We're close to do a full moon, right? Bonk. I think it's a lot of health. Hit it. Being watered. Eerie sound. It's like, why do bosses get to spam statuses, but I can't do the same in return? That's all bullshit. I just realized that a lot of bosses spam statuses, don't they? They know what they're doing. They know the injustice they're doing to me. They want me to suffer, but I can't do the same to the enemy? Bullshit. Yeah, they don't let me reciprocate. Shaking my head. Jesus. I mean, Dizzy's as close as we're gonna get. Dizzy's so useful. Ow. I could do this just to charge her 30. That sure is a lot. At least whatever boss was early on, you can imagine if you had the max heal skill. I'd rather not max heal the enemy. Warrior sound. At least the stress isn't that annoying. Just lowers the attack by a hell of a ton. Speaking of my stats. Sonic punch on... Ow. You gotta start with Rebellion, couldn't you? You can tell that you're overleveled for a certain monad room. Game, don't give me that. Auto attack damage will increase until you leave for the day, or this thing. Level is this thing? I need the Arcana cards. On the other hand, I'll take this. I need the card that lets you choose 2 at once. The game knows it doesn't know shit. I don't need the Mitamas, thank you. I'm checking something. Okay. Oh, what else is here? A chest. I'll take that gladly. I need so many more Twilight garments. We always burn through so many of them when we do a full run of Tower. I need to do one of those streams where we're just grinding Twilight fragments. It's back when I started the Tower. Didn't we do like 2 streams in a row just doing Twilight fragments? I need to do one of those again. Monk. Honestly, I'm probably gonna wrap it up once we run away from that. Once we reach the top. I think that'd be like a good amount of time at that point. Fierce boost, I'll take that. Come on, you're still camping that thing? Fine. Any boost or crit up? Thank you, game. I can see the door. Anything that helps me make an endgame build eventually, I'll take. Anything in here? Nope, just the door. Here we go again. I need to check what floor we're on. And I need a stone. There we go. What were you again? I know I did all these at some point. I don't remember this one. Ask me, what have we collected? Gun. Understood. Well, I can't do much here, can we? Maybe do dark? We don't know. Let's try dark. Why is it always 69? Why does everything do heat right there now? Let's see here. We can do orange one to Dekasha? Yeah. Cancel. Get rid of that. Thinking about all powers and everything. I guess does have a good solution of just shoot them. Yeah. Unfortunately for the bird, 2 of them are gun, technically. 2 of them are pierce. Dago is here for emotional support currently. Just shoot it. Oh nice, my third geek. Dago bears make the bullets have a better chance of hitting harder. True. Hello, Lamia. Level of your currently equipped persona will increase by 1. I really don't need more items. I have Gay Bulge equipped currently. I don't need to level him. The fact that I don't even remember the persona's name, I just know that he has the Gay Bulge. God damn it. Let me, yeah, get rid of Principality. We're upgrading the persona slowly. Gay Bulge and Incubus sitting in one's mind is an image. Yeah, that's an image. Thunderbird as well, didn't forget its shape. Yeah, just Mara also looming in the back. There's a lot of personas that are very questionable. Isn't there also that sperm dragon in this one? There's also a persona who is literally just a sperm warrior. I forgot its name, but its lore is actually just a sperm warrior. I could have a persona list that is very cursed. You don't know, but I just thought of the Kezu from Monster Hunter. And that thing still makes you shudder a bit. I need to search out what the hell you're talking about. Boop. Boop. I missed the chest. How did I do that? I'm distracted thinking of a sperm warrior in my brain. I forgot there was another chest over here. Okay, now I'm curious. Kezu... because I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Kezu Monster Hunter. Oh! Oh! They look lovely. Then why does that thing stretch and give paralysis? Why are 2 of the top images of someone being eaten? Its neck elongates. I can see that. Yes. That's a lovely little parasite, isn't it? Not really that small, though. It's also so fleshy. It looks fleshy, yeah. It kind of reminds me of the Ocarina of Time. What was his name? The enemy that's at the bottom of the well. Kind of reminds me of that in terms of appearance. Ready for the best, you can't remember the armor set. I think this looks like it's out to traumatize people. Why does it give paralysis? Because, suffer. Also, it looks like it noms on you and sucks you alive. Can't imagine it being a good sucking, though. Or, okay, before we continue. We got a good ways still. We're getting there. 2 more missing people. Yeah, I think reaching the top should be a good stopping point. But good to know, reaching up to... I'm not gonna murder you, Jesus. Reaching the top takes about 3 hours from a fresh run through Tartarus. It's kind of painful. And it's only gonna get longer. I might just end up cutting off the lower blocks eventually because the stuff we get from those chests get comparatively worse and worse over time. Yabasha iron plate. Sure. Also, to answer your question, are you saying if you weren't bitten by that thing, you wouldn't at least be mentally paralyzed? If not physically. You look especially depressed. Hello. Boop. I should clear the floor before talking to you. How much floor is there? A considerable amount. Boop. Can't even remember what paralysis, maybe breath attack? Maybe. Right, welcome in, Raiders, hi! Let me do a shout out, one moment. The audio's gonna cut out for the game for a bit. Where did my mouse go? Where's my mouse? Rar, hello! How are y'all doing? Feather Raid. There. Shout out Feather Wiz. Feather Wiz. What were y'all doing? How'd your stream go? I think I spelled that right. Also Persona, nice. Where we're scary. Hello. You're having a good stream, also doing Persona. Where in Persona are y'all? So welcome on in, Raiders. I am Kokopuff, a, well, simplified, a dragon VTuber. We're currently on H31, so November 11th? Okay, I'm behind in that case, so it should be good. No spoiler issues here then. Plus we're grinding Tartarus right now, so it should be good. Welcome on in. If you need to raid and run, go right ahead. Do what you need to do, get some rest, especially you, Feather. I don't know how long your stream was, but make sure to get some rest. Oh, that's so cute, thank you. No worries, won't spoil. Appreciate that. Or I'm not a plant. My chat likes calling me a plant. Hello, little one. Like your model too, thank you. Plant, god damn it. A plant, what type? Thank you for the follows. I did not see the notification. Father... Autis... Us? My brain cannot read right now. Father, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Abyss. Hopefully enjoy your stay. Also, Featherwiz, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Abyss. Hopefully enjoy your stay. Who booped me? Electric Seagull. It's Austin. My brain is cooked right now. I saw the Y, it's like error message. Yeah, I'm having a case of dumb. Name is Austin, but spell Austin. Okay, fair enough. Let's take you back to the entrance. I just realized I approached this girl, teenager, with a cooking knife in my hand. That probably didn't look good. Parents thought they were creative. It is creative. It also makes a question mark pop in my head. Get me, twin. Blood-covered cleaver as well? Yes. I was holding a butcher knife covered in shadow blood and approached a cowering girl. That probably doesn't look that good. Electric Seagull, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Abyss. Hopefully enjoy your stay. Use teleporter. I hope you slept well. People going to sleep, have a good EP. Why am I scrolling? I'm scrolling. If you can't tell, my brain is a bit cooked right now. But I appreciate the raid. In terms of what we do over here, I am obviously doing a Persona 3 reload run, but I also do Nikki Gossip Victory and every other game under the sun if someone drags me into it. Must Raid and Fade just wanted to give some love your way. Thank you. You look in the sauna? I have not died yet today, and I'm trying to keep it that way. I'm gonna die because I said that now. Weapon is so funny. It's a weapon. Definitely not menacing in the slightest. Left. Oh my god, autocorrect. Want to catch these hands. Autocorrect is failing you right now. Where did you get that chopper? Did you not find this weapon? Where did I get it? Do I remember where I got it? Legendary Cleave. This was either a reward from Elizabeth or I got it from the antiques shop because I don't think I found this randomly with that effect. It's a pretty good weapon though. Don't get sent back hours in progress. I'm gonna save once I get to the top again. We're just going through the floor one more time. We always do this when we first enter Tartarus, so we get all the chests on the way. That makes sense? Yeah. You get your EPs if you need them. Oh, things are angry now. 103 is the limit, understood. Is that another one? These monad doors are painful. They're not that much trouble at this level, but for some reason the monad areas make everything lag. It's 12 at night, I'm gonna go to bed. Hope y'all have a good night. Have a good night, Austin. My brain paused for a second, trying to remember pronunciation. I don't know why, but the Y activates the severe brain fart. You happy? Sleep well. What am I doing? Yeah, I really need to wrap it up after I get to the top. My brain is ceasing to function. We need to have clothes on the front. Oh, it's you. I was wondering what was wiggling in the distance. Oh, it's you. Bye, bye-bye. We had fun talking about different torture methods the last time we saw you. We did not find your weakness. Let's try doing that. Not dark. Oh yeah. Electricity. Don't do that. When we can test light. It's probably wind if they use electric. Let's see here. If Yukari's using wind, then I'm... You punch? Hopefully not. I'll be the medic. Let's see. Wind? No? No. Shoot it! Do we need to cleanse you with the holy light? Is that what it is? Well, everyone else can do melee, I guess. Ow. Where is... There you are. What are you weak to again? That might be a horrible idea, but we'll try it. Light is not weak to anything. Of course it's not. Okay, just brute force it, I guess. You're using Japanese dub? Cool, you did that for your... did that for a bit for your playthrough too. I tend to use the Japanese dub if it's available, because I just kind of prefer Japanese dub over anything else. Technically Japanese is the original, so it'd be like English dub and... My brain ceased to function for a second. But yeah, I prefer the Japanese voices usually for most games. You see the language too? Yeah. I just see the language sometimes. English is not a language, it's an amalgamation. Who? You. It's also a good way to indirectly learn more Japanese, because I learn languages through listening to them repetitively through multiple mediums, so this is just another way to do that for me. Gotta go have a good rest of stream, and raiders at any chance water the plant. I don't need to be watered, or... Thank you for showing up. Yep, someone died. I should probably pay attention a little more. Just a little bit more. I think I have some arcon. Yes. Get back up. Not that key, this key. We should probably kill this before it kills us. Decent damage. Heal her, just in case. Margarula. It's fine. Honestly, that works out for me. I would have been cooked if they used Azonga. Push to him. Do a third G. Let's see here. I'll do the hee-ho. I'm wondering how many more thirds there are for me. Oh, it's frozen. That wasn't on purpose. Oh, take honors, I guess. That works out. Double time what we got. Pick one additional card. Yes, please. I've been looking for that one. I get some more materials. Onyx and Neo cloth. I'll take that. I need to rebuild my Persona team eventually. What I have is working, but I think I'm only really using 2 or 3 of them as like full builds. Everyone else is kind of here. Ah, shit. What are you weak to? Have I seen you before? No, I've ice maybe. This game follows the element pairings a lot more than 5 and Royal. And imagine ice. No, okay. Wind? Yes. Works. I already used their weaken wind. I guess that makes sense. I've been skipping the enemies on these forwards a lot more than the other ones. Mid-press. First physical attack. We'll take the money. Lami is higher level. I think Mid-Terrace has more options that I need. We'll take Mid-Terrace over Lamia. And we had chests, and we can move on. Should be 14 more floors when we're good. Am I one of the only people who go through the whole entire tower every single time I go back into Tartarus? Am I the only one? Because I enjoy Tartarus. A lot of people have told me suffering and pain connected to Tartarus. I like Tartarus. I don't know if I'm the minority with that. I think it's because of the monotonous grinding that you have to do with the floors. It's very repetitive. But my brain likes repetitive things. I'd imagine most people don't. That makes sense. Not many people like grinding in games. Monkeyless. Ah yes, more things for my teammates to use when they get hit by one-shot kill moves. I don't think I've ever used it for myself. Keep your eyes peeled. Yes, Yukari. I knew. Depending on how many people we have at the end, we might go into another Persona person. Whenever I get raided, I like doing the raid train. Based on how many people are sticking around. It's always fun raiding into other people. Nice seeing other people's communities. Most of them are nice. I think y'all are nice. Continue the positivity. Ten more to go until we're free for now. I'm pretty sure I'm caught up with the floors. I think I did that last time I was in here. The only reason we're in here are the missing people and grinding items. Pink suits her? That it does. Ow! Who are you? Oh, thank you for the warm reception. Jesus. If it's not obvious, I skipped a lot of the enemies on the upper floors. I have not fought them. Use Dark and Fire. Probably not the best setup for Coral. Yeah, I'm weak to strength. I'll explain a few things. I'll leave the healing to you, Guy. What can I do in the meantime? First going next. You guys. Not died yet. I don't plan on dying anytime soon. We'll do that in a moment, Fuga. And they're going next. Oracle? I'd rather your thing not be held. Thank you. Roll attacks. What's the cruel attack? Pretty decent damage. I just realized your thighs are thick. God damn. Ow. Wait. Hold up. The enemy can escape? I've only seen the hands do that. Nothing can escape. Good to know. No, we're not gonna send a scat now. Oh. Chuck a few stones and we should be good. What's the point of fighting them if they can escape at that point? It might be good XP. Horse boots. Replace with new sure. How much better are they? Pretty damn good. And I'm the only person who can wear them on the team. Fair enough. At least this current setup. Probably the other dudes can wear it. Is anyone weak to strike? I don't think so. I don't think any of the teammates are weak to strike or pierce. Slash, they shouldn't be. The gem, I'll take that. Oh yeah, I'll be something called a blood type. What would yours be? I guess it depends on what oil you use. Her blood type is the oil brand. If she even uses oil, what is Aiga's field on? Yeah, the charging port, right? She uses electricity then. Unless she's chugging down on a gasoline pump. That's a mental image. You got a fancy hat there. Should be the last person. Oof. Kara can remain calm even inside of Tartarus. That he can. Kara's a good boy. Kara's a very good boy. Nope. You smell the treasure. Excuse me. I am not seeking murder, I just want the treasures and I'm moving on. No one has to die. It's the enemy's choice if they want to die to me. There are 2 more paths. Like this one, smack my ass. Therefore, you're choosing death. I curse you have statuses. I need to murder one of you before you do that combo again. Mint. Does Derek do anything? I doubt it. Good to know. You remember hating this part of the map layout, the factory in general? I'm running into stairs. Yeah. The factory is nice in terms of the items that it gives, but I hate traversing the layout. Okay, I found a repel and a drain so far. It's going great. What about a fist? The fist is fine. Have I played other Personas? I've played Persona 5, the base one, as well as Royal. I've seen other people play Persona 4. I've not played the original 1 or 2. I've heard it's very difficult, though. I would be interested to do those eventually. Okay, we burn them. Good to know. It's also very different. Yeah, 3 was the one that started the combat system that 4 also uses, and 5 is just its own thing. 1 and 2 have a similar combat system to each other, right? Persona 4 will have a remake soon? And they didn't name it Persona 4 Rewind or something similar. Didn't they name it Revival? Rewind would have been so much better. Megiddo. I don't really like Almighty. And the social link also starts with 3 things. They didn't have social links before. Wasn't it always a... not always. English is leaving me. Wasn't it also a thing that you couldn't control your teammates in the older games? Revival, you think? So another R, You got Royal, you got Reload, now you got Revival. At least Royal and Reload make sense with like the palaces and the cess gun, but Revival is such a stretch. It's also like the only thing it could be connected to is kind of spoilery too. Rewind makes sense with all the TVs. They missed that chance. Hello. Ignore my knife. That's the only people who went missing. Yeah, take them back. Persona 4 Golden is already a remake? It is. Persona 4 Golden is kind of like the Persona 5 Royal. It's a remake with adding more things onto it. So the fact that they're making another one is kind of weird. Let's do a save just in case. I don't feel comfy. Persona 3 Fest, you can't control your teammates. That's the one with the female MC, right? Oh! Oh god, the floor is infested. Oi, don't juke me. In your current playthrough of P3R, you turned off direct commands to reflect fast experience. Fair enough. You think Reload has the rewind feature, never used it though? I don't use the rewind feature. I know it's a thing. I was more so thinking of rewind just fitting 4 as a title more than Revival. Wind and Dark, understood. Remake. Then we got Persona 5 dancing, fighting, singing, cooking, traveling, driving, sleeping, everything. They like milking Persona 5. Persona 5 is their cash cow in terms of the personas. Gets all the collabs, all the merchandise, all the side games. It's kind of funny that they made the whole entire side dancing series for Persona just cause they wanted to. Sure, we'll take them at this point. More items, woo! Number of items obtained by defeating enemies and destroying breakable objects will increase. Do I get more Twilight Fragments? That'd be nice. I doubt it though. Okay, victim number 2, hello. How did I miss? Hey, there you go. Hey, poor soul, it's only you. I'll make sure your death is quick and simple. Having Carl on the team just heals my soul. They're so adorable. I don't need that. There are better items than homunculi that card can give. Boop. So glad you chose my stream to really have a nice setup and vibe. I appreciate that, thank you. And I missed. I missed again. I swear I can hit these. Going to bed soon? Hope you have a nice stream and day. Thank you. Hopefully you have a good resty. I swear I have several hundreds of hours hitting these golden hands. They just elude me sometimes. Miss hitting those fingers all the time. They're slippery little ones. No, it's not just you. Sometimes the camera angle doesn't help either. Yeah, air handshake. We both suffer. What do we got now? Strength and magic of personas in your possession will increase by 2. Sure. Is Legion higher level or lower? Higher. I'm just trying to find the highest level persona I can use as fodder. We started with a level 2. I think we're doing pretty well at 26 now. 2 more. I can hit it. Yes, I can. It's funny because these are one of the easiest hands to kill with my current team. Especially after going through that floor block area where the hands didn't have a weakness. It's such a nice break to have a weakness again. There's the other one. I'll take that, thank you. I will say though, in terms of like stream setups, my setup is not the best, I fully admit. But I appreciate you thinking that. I am on a jank-ass laptop with not the best microphone. Like, my audio quality on here could definitely be better. For the audio files, I apologize. For the quality that you have to listen to, but it was a lot worse before. I'm a heathen who used to use the onboard microphone, and that caused a lot of issues. I switched to a USB microphone, and I think that's doing a lot better. The setup has come a long way compared to when I first started streaming. A lot of things have changed, and I've learned a lot of things over time as well. With OBS calibration and a few other things. It's a learning process. Doing anything new is a learning process, especially connected to a bunch of tech stuff that you're not used to seeing. I say as a CS major. Give me the money and how good are you? I don't remember your levels off the top of my head. That's pretty good. I'll take you. Level up. Nice. That's all of them. 7 more to go. It should be slightly less than that actually, because of the floor dividers. Dividers. Borders. Words. English is the language that exists. Harder. English is definitely a language. Not another one. Yes, Fuka, I know there's a reading from the door. I'm not the biggest fan of monad rooms, or paps, or anything connected to them. Oh, you look lovely. Don't touch her, don't do that. Stop trying to touch the woman. You're failing. Oh wow, Jesus. That's a lot of sassy. Okay, we know one of them burns. What about the other two? For this. What about when we blow him? Nope. Clicked with the fear. 30, sure. Anything to not get evil touched by these. I'd rather not have my teammates get molested, thank you. We get a crit or are they weak? Got crit. Nice. That could have been a lot worse. There's another pop-up here. Boop. Oh. Wonderful. What's behind this door? I don't remember. It can't be visually worse than the man hanging upside down from the circle. That's another cat. It's another big cat. Let's go. You have the same exact appearance as the other cat. Here's the thing. Same weakness too. I think it's just the same cat. Maybe slightly thicker. Probably it's only different that adds more health. Makes my life easy. Boop. That's fine. Great, now we're all distressed. Oh, that's a bit mean. It was already down. Now they're also dizzy. We're bowling it. That is completely unnecessary. Okay, I don't think UK deserved that. If that hit anyone, that should have been me. We should be able to finish it. There you go. Shuffle time and what we got. Ooh, Queen Nebs. Great social stat growth. Let me choose this first, then that. That's gonna activate the Tantas higher. Okay. Gonna activate the reroll because Arcana Burst. Fast heal. I don't have any of those, so I'll take that. More XP. Nice. Arid arrows. Sure. Shift amp. I know we have a shift boost somewhere. We finally have an amp. Healing before I forget. Okay, we're all good now. Amethyst and more Brigus. I need materials for Koro, if anything. Koro and I guess being special classes are... it's something. What else is here? 2 chests. We're definitely gonna be doing some Twilight Fragment grinding next time. We're running low on those. Boop. Yes, I do see a chest, and that's my way out. What's in here? Pierce boost, thank you. Wonder if I can slap them onto my teammates. Probably not. I doubt the game will let me do that. That'd be pretty overpowered. I don't think any game lets you do that. There's a bar in Royal, but that's only for specific passives. You can't choose it yourself. Boop. And a boop. I missed. Concept of sleep is so strange to me. Do you have dreams when you sleep? We see all kinds of stuff, but don't really remember when we wake up. I remember my dreams. At least the ones that I know. That is a good question. Like, how many... if you're someone who remembers dreams like me, what percentage of my dreams do I actually remember versus what percentage is lost to the void? The only way to really know that is to observe your brain activity when you're sleeping, but that's not the easiest thing to do for a day-to-day person. An average person. We don't really have access to those tools. Most of the dreams that I remember are either obscure or bordering on traumatizing. Maybe that's why I remember them. You always remember the bad dreams. You remember the feeling of the good ones, but you don't remember exactly what happened. As well as the bad ones. Why is the brain like that? It latches onto bad experiences really well. Because it impacts you more so than a bunch of good events. I'm missing one path. These goddamn stairs. It's going back on that topic. For children specifically, when they grow up, if you have one child who has a bunch of good experiences, like good memories, versus a child who had a traumatizing past, the one with the traumatizing past will be able to explain what happened to every tiny detail a lot better than the person who had good memories and trying to explain those to someone else. And that's just how the brain works. Good memories are also a lot easily forgettable. They can get overshadowed really easily, depending on what else happens in life. And that's another door. Am I getting philosophical? Usually my community is either unhinged or unhinged. This is what happens when my usual chatters aren't around. I became philosophical. I don't know if that's a good thing. Hello, Burb. If I remember correctly, we need to shoot you. A lot of birds are weak to pierce, aren't they? That's also a theme in 5. A lot of them are weak to gun. Don't do that. Bad bird. Why did I... My hand's autopiloting now. Let's try to get through the rest of the floors as fast as possible and move on. Hungry. Yes, you see the time correctly in the corner. It is almost midnight. I am hungry. I've been eating a lot of mashed potatoes recently. I need to switch it up a bit. We just have a lot of mashed potatoes for some reason. Why is the game chonky? Why are we lagging? Game, are you okay? I don't think the game's okay. YouTube Studio, are you using up too many resources again? I don't appreciate when you do that. For anyone in chat or the VOD watchers who are contemplating becoming a VTuber, just know that VTube Studio sometimes likes to take up 2 to 3 times as many resources as it usually does, and it starts to lag up everything if your specs aren't the best. It's very fun to deal with. The contest is so far winning. Like, if you are on a lower end setup and you want to start streaming, honestly, starting as a PNG tuber it's perfectly acceptable. A lot of PNG tubers have very good setups. It's like you can become 2D or maybe even 3D sometime down the line. You can always start as a PNG is the thing. Also, gives your PC fans a break. Because mine are spinning right now. They are taking off. Three chests. Understood. These goddamn staircases. One more floor, then we are free. And I can go eat something. That's my motivation. Food. As is a lot of people's motivation. When you use the human needs as motivation, it usually works out. Food is just the most acceptable when you're trying to motivate someone else. Easy, never want to prevent someone from being able to sleep. That's not a good look. What are the other needs? Sleep, food. Just sleep and food, technically. Some people argue there's a third one, but technically you don't need that one. Oh, we're finally free. I'm ignoring the monad path. Yes, next floor. We should be out of blockade now. Oh my god, we made it. It took us almost 4 hours to make it back up to where our wall is. I'm not going through every block again. We're probably gonna cut out either only the first one or the first two. The items we get there aren't worth it anymore. Block 1 is good for farming twilight fragments, but that's about it. Okay, everyone's strategies is charged besides Yukari. We blasted that one last. Let's register everything and save and wrap it up. Probably gonna send off whoever's still in chat to another Persona person. Register. And no, not all of them. Because we have one. Yes, a Tanta. Everything else, yes. There you go. Yes, thank you. We'll do the fusions next time. Start off with a few fusions and do an item grinding stream. Mainly Twilight Fragment grinding, but item grinding. How's my team doing? We can switch you two off now. That's gonna be the team we're using. I guess it takes a while to level up, Jesus. I've had you on all three configurations so far. Still haven't leveled up. We'll get you there eventually. Okay. We should be good. Let's close that. Switch over here. Close down the game so my fans can take a break. Okay. We got some people in chat. Let's send you off to another Persona person. Keep the train going. So while that loads up and probably lags up everything. Hopefully everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. I'm gonna wait until my browser loads, because my microphone might be choppy for a moment. Take care of yourselves. Make sure to prioritize yourself and your health. I appreciate everyone that stopped by, especially the lurkers. I appreciate the raiders for today. It's always nice seeing people come in and enjoying the vibe. I will be back next week on... not next week. God damn, my brain is cooked. Tomorrow? No, today. I need food and rest. I'll be back today. Whether we're doing Nika or something else, I need to reconfirm, but most likely going to be doing Nika at the usual time of 8 PM PTD. If something else happens, it's gonna be earlier in the day and Nika's gonna be pushed to Monday. For the Nika live stream that's gonna be happening this weekend, I'll probably be covering that information next week on Monday and update y'all what's happening there in terms of that game. It's been almost 4 hours. I usually do 4 to 6 hours of stream. Why is my English leaving me today? Okay, who else is live? Raid button. Is anyone I'm following currently live? Casual is. Oh, they're doing the snow crane event right now. What about other Persona players? There's a few. We're right into casual. My brain is not working enough to pick one out of the Persona players. So for the Nika players, it looks like casual is currently going through the Anis side stories of Pretty Star. So obviously no spoilers in terms of what we've already seen. Let him experience whatever happens in there. Let him hit the emotional brick wall. Let's start that right up. There you go. So again, we'll be back today at question mark time or either 8 PM PTD. So until then, I'll see y'all next time. Reading in 5, a 4, a 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.